Hello, Dillon with High Caliber Roofs. This is Joel from JND SEO, and I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can improve your website and also that you can actually start to beat your competition. So I don't want to waste your time, Dillon. I don't want to waste mine, so I'm going to try to make this video as quick as possible. If at the end of the video you do want to hear more information, let's just set up a 5-minute phone call. If not, no problem. Actually, you can take all the info I've given you today, and you could either apply it to your site directly yourself, or if you have someone that works on it, you could show them as well. All right, so the 3 things that we'll talk about today are content, citations, and backlinks. So we'll start with content. And I'm on your homepage looking to see about how many words of content you have on there. And it looks like, you probably have maybe between 400 or 500. Yeah, probably like 500 words of content. Now, Google recommends having about 1,500 words of content, and the reason that they want so much content is that the more you have, the more information that you're putting out there, and they know that, and they actually want a lot of sites to put out more information because that's going to help more people, and that's going to bring more people in as well. So they'll rank you higher if you do have more information out there. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you Guy Roofing, because if we're talking about climbing the rankings and looking at looking to get to the first page, Guy Roofing is doing it better than anybody right now in the area. They're really the top result right now. They have so much traffic coming in. So let's just take a look at their site. We're going to see what they're doing. The idea is the 3 topics we talk about today, you'd want to beat Guy in all 3 of them. And if you do that, you'll get ahead of them in the rankings. So if we scroll through, we can see they don't have anywhere near 1,500 words of content. The other thing I didn't mention yet was that a blog can also help. So even if you didn't have the content, if you had a blog offers a lot of the same things that having a lot of content would, where it offers a lot of information, tips, strategies. Google really likes blogs. It's going to rank them high. People like blogs as well to learn new things. But they do not have, Guy also does not have a blog. All right, but the other reason having a lot of content is great is because the more content you have, the more keywords or keyword phrases you can put in. So I've just put in this keyword, roofing, Spartanburg, South Carolina. 100 people search this exact keyword into Google every single month. So if they're looking for any roofing company, because they're not being specific here, this is a way to capture some new leads, right? So the first thing normally they would see would be ads, but we're not seeing any on this search. So the first thing we see is this map section, also called the Map Pack, GMB, or Google My Business. And this brings us to our second topic, which is citations. So the way to get on this map section, and especially to get to the top, is to have the most citations and the best quality. So citations are just when you get your business name, business address, business phone number, all listed together into a directory site. These are sites like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor, GAF.com, Angie's List, Better Business Bureau. Those are all different types of directories. Make sure that they're applicable to what you do, and you'll do just fine, and you'll be climbing that in no time. So after the map section, we're going to get into the organic section. We're going to get 10 results per site or per page here. And that's really true with any Google search you do. If you put in anything at all, you're going to get that. So we can rank our results, though, based on that. So who's the best one for this keyword, roofing, Spartanburg, South Carolina? Greer Roofing is number 1. Guy Roofing's number 2, which is our kind of target site. And Home Advisor's number 3, which is a directory. I know Greer's ahead of Guy Roofing. They actually weren't when I started this search. But when I looked at just how their sites are performing, Guy Roofing is actually way ahead of Greer. Greer probably just is ranked 1 spot higher than them on this specific keyword that I searched. All right, so I put your website, highcaliberroofs.com, into a program called Ahrefs. This just allows me to kind of analyze your site and see how it's performing currently. First thing I can see is really good that you guys have this, the headers at the top of the page. This allows Google just to find you a little bit easier. So I got your business name. You could also go ahead and put a couple keywords in there. You could put in, I don't know, Spartanburg SC, or roofing Spartanburg SC, or Spartanburg roofer, something like that. And that would be a good keyword. Now, I was going to dive into numbers, but as you can see, there's not a ton of information that's kind of coming up right now. So the only thing that we're really seeing is that you have 5 keywords showing up. So normally I was going to talk about backlinks. I'll wait and show you that on guys. But let's just quickly look at the 5 words you are showing up for in searches right now. So Caliber Roofing, 100 people search you by name. And what we can see is that you're ranked 32. So we talked about how there's 10 results per page, right? So 32 is going to put you on the 4th page towards the top. Problem with that is 80 to 85% of people do not go to page 2. So if you were on the first page and you were in the number 1 spot, if your position was number 1, you would capture about 20 to 37% of the total volume to your website. So between 20 and 37 for this example. Now, because you're 32, your percentage, this is what you're getting. You're getting 0.02 of one person coming to your site from the 100. So that's why we're not showing any visitors right now, because we're just ranked a little too far back. These are all on page, let's see, 4, 4, 5, 6, and page 10. So these are all too far back, and you can see there's no real visitors because of that. So what I want to do is I'm going to jump over to Guy real quick. So, they have their header up here. I want to talk about referring domains and backlinks. So referring domains are just websites that you have links on. Those links are the backlinks. These backlinks are on these sites. Facebook business page is a great example. Facebook, if you had a Facebook business page for Guy Roofing, that would be the referring domain. The actual part where it's got the web address, that would be the link. People click the link, it goes back to their site. So with all of these sites pointing to Guy's site, that's going to increase the trust from Google, because these sites are essentially vouching for Guy Roofing. So Google's going to feel better about that. They're going to rank them higher. That's going to help them to have more keywords show up. They got about 1,400 keywords now, bringing about 4,000 visitors to their site per month. So let's just take a quick look. As a kind of a side note, 100 visitors to your site per month usually brings in between 20 and 30 actual phone calls. So depending on how many you close of those, going from estimates to actually jobs would vary. So now a lot of Guy Roofing's traffic is actually coming from a national term, which is roofing, which means anyone in the U.S. could search this. It's not specific, right? So I prefer these types of ones. Roofing, Spartanburg SC. 100 people search it. It's what we use for our example. They're ranked number 2 on this one. So they're going to get 15 of the 100. So they're picking up about 15% with the number 2 spot. Now these ones have to do with their name. So that just means that people know who they are and they're searching them by name. And they really should be ranked pretty high for those. But the idea is, as many of these you can get in the top 10. You can see all the visitors that come to your page as a result of that. And those really start to kind of add up. And that's how you get all the visitors to your site. All right, so we covered content, citations, backlinks. If you have any questions, Dillon, definitely don't hesitate to ask. I'll give you a call anyway just to ask what you thought of the video if you found it helpful. I think I already told you I'd do that previously as well. So if you're interested in improving your site, then there's really 2 options. If you do have somebody you already work with, or if you do it yourself, you can use some of these tips, show someone the video if someone else does it. And if you don't have anyone and you do want to grow your site, let's just set up a quick 5-10 minute phone conversation, see if, what you even want to do there, see if it's potentially a fit. And if you have any questions, I can answer those too. Awesome. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.